Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MPN 101 community call. My name is Chinmay Bhavani Shankar, and I'm part of the US Partner Experience team. With the MPN 101 community calls, my goal is to simplify the partner program one topic at a time. On the agenda today, I'll give you an overview of the Microsoft Partner Program. If you've been on any of the previous MPN 101 calls, you'll know that this is the standard. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page before we dive into the topic. I'll then talk to you about Partner Technical Services, and this is a service that we offer to you as Microsoft partners, again, just to clarify. And then we'll talk about the new technical communities that were announced, some of the training options available for you, and other resources. And with that, as you know, the Microsoft Partner Network has several membership options, 3 to be accurate. The first one is network membership, and that's free. You get access to some training and support options. The second is Action Pack subscription, which is a paid annual subscription. You get access to internal use licenses and some added dedicated support. The third is an earned designation, so competencies is an earned designation at silver and gold level with increasing benefits from silver and gold as compared to Action Pack. There are 17 different competencies today, and of those, there are 5 cloud competencies. These cloud performance competencies are based off of a cloud product offering that we have. So around Office 365, there's cloud productivity, small and mid-market cloud solutions competencies. Around Azure, there's the cloud platform competency. Around Microsoft Dynamics CRM, there's cloud customer relationship management competency. And enterprise mobility and security, there's enterprise mobility management competency. There is a cloud business applications competency coming up around Dynamics 365. You should be able to see the requirements of that right now, but it is not available to partners just yet. So if you are a Dynamics 365 partner, that's something to keep in mind and plan for. Attaining a cloud competency requires 4 steps. You'll have to demonstrate some sales performance, pass technical exams, provide customer evidence. So it's 3 customer referrals for a silver competency and 5 customer referrals for a gold competency, and pay the fee. And in return, you get unlimited cloud support. So unlimited support in the product that you have a cloud competency in. You get additional software licenses and Azure credit, and you get eligibility to partner incentives. So these are incentive offers that we offer to our partners, the requirements of which change over time based on the program, but a cloud competency definitely puts you in the running for eligibility. And of course, if you have a gold cloud competency, you get guaranteed account coverage. And what that means is that you have someone at Microsoft who can help you through the journey of being a Microsoft partner. One of the biggest benefits of being a Action Pack or competency partner is the internal use licenses. There is a set of cloud and on-premises software that we give partner organizations so that you understand the products that you're selling and you're using better. So with an Action Pack, there are enough licenses to support up to 10 employees. With a silver competency, there are enough licenses to support up to 25 employees. And with a gold competency, you get enough licenses to support up to 100 employees. So you can use these internally to run your organization and for internal operations. But you can also use it for demo and test and understand the product better so that then you can sell more. And if you are new and you haven't exactly used some of these internal use licenses, and maybe you don't know what you're eligible for, there are some guides here that might be helpful for you to figure out how many licenses would you get with an Action Pack subscription and with a competency, and how have they changed over time. With that, I'd like to pause really quickly before we dive into technical services and see if there are any questions on the overview. All right, moving on. So, partner technical services, and again, when I asked the question in the beginning, I got the sense that some of you knew what this was, and some of you were hoping that it is something that's offered to you for free. Partner technical services is a benefit that we offer to our partners, and it includes technical pre-sales and deployment services. So when you are building new cloud workloads, we want to guide you through a suite of technical training and personalized consultation so that we're focused on real world scenarios so you can build your practice and build your business on Microsoft products and services. There are multiple technical journeys. So based on the solution areas, again, we had recently at Inspire announced the 4 solution areas, namely modern workplace, apps and infrastructure, business applications, data, and AI. And around that, there are technical journeys that help you get started and optimize your business and grow your business. So for example, if it is an app that you're starting to develop, well, we have resources to help you plan your app, build it, and then deploy it. And what this means with partner technical services is that you can engage with Microsoft in 3 ways. There is remote technical training, so one-to-many webcasts, and this is specific to a technical journey that you are on. So there's technical training, there is one-on-one consultation. So whether you want to customize a solution for a customer presentation or you need help with development and deployment post-sale, you can use these one-on-one consultations. And then there's dev chat. So 3 ways to engage with the technical services team. And we had experimented with this in the sense that piloted this with the Azure Mentor program this last year with these resources specifically. And when we're talking to partners and feeding them these resources, and we've seen that there was partners that used this cloud infrastructure technical journey, we saw a significant uptick in revenue versus partners that didn't and or weren't part of that program. So as an example, what does that look like? If you look at the cloud infrastructure and management technical journey, let's say you're starting off with Azure, you start off with a technical training, like a 100 level training, and then you move to a 200 level training of Microsoft Azure infrastructure as a service. So there are different levels of training, and then there is a starter kit consultation. Again, this is an example of how you can use the technical services that we have to offer you and how you can build your own plan and your own technical journey. You can use that starter kit consultation and then a technical deep dive on all these different topics before you come to a pre-sales consultation specifically. And again, between those 3 things that we had talked about, which was technical training, one-on-one consultation, and dev chat, you can build your path on how to make the most of partner technical services and build your practice. And we have had success with some partners who've used this, and there is a case study that you can download as well. And how would you use these services? And in other words, this journey that I talked about, how would you actually use that? How does that become tangible for you as a Microsoft partner? So with the benefits, you get access to technical pre-sales assistance and partner advisory hours. So with an action pack and a competency, you get a certain number of advisory hours that you can use. So the technical pre-sales assistance, again, is a core part of the technical journey, and the personalized technical consultation is what the partner advisory hours are comprised of. So you can learn how you can qualify for these benefits and view how many advisory hours you have available to you. And the one way to get started, go to the technical services page. And so this is in the support page on the Microsoft Partner Portal, and that gives you all these different options. And to give you an overview of exactly what you have with each of your membership levels. So As I talked about advisory hours, you get 5 partner advisory hours with an action-packed subscription in addition to the 10 product support incidents. You get 20 advisory hours and hours of pre-sales assistance and the support community in addition to the 15 product support incidents with the silver competency. And with the gold competency, you get 50 that one-on-one consultation, whereas the pre-sales assistance training is available to all partners. There are quite a few services that I talked about, so figure out which one works for you. There's instructor-led training, there is interactive training, and there's training which is more of a discussion format where you have the ability to ask questions. There's one-on-one personalized guidance, and also if you have a specific scenario that you want to work through, you can also use technical pre-sales assistance and deployment services for that, both of which are part of technical services. Now let's go to the how-to. How would you submit a request for a technical pre-sales and deployment consultation request? You can go to the site and click on My Support and submit an advisory service request. And once you give us the description of the problem and you review the related resources, you'll get a confirmation email and someone will follow up with you. So you're kind of asking for you're requesting an advisory hour or an advisory service. You can also find and register for technical training. So technical services, there is training that is ongoing on a regular basis, and some of that is recorded and available to you on demand as well. But this, when you're building your journey and your path, make sure that you understand what technical training, specific deep dive technical training that's out there so that you're not missing out on an opportunity with a benefit that you're already paying for with your membership. Now, what this doesn't do, there are some boundaries that we definitely want you to know about because this isn't support. This is more of helping you build your practice and build your business. So this is not MPN programmatic support. This is not account management, but it is more of kind of a short-term consulting, if you will. So you have a certain number of hours. It is not long-term consulting. There's not licensing kind of contract experts that are on there. They're purely technical folks that are helping you develop, deploy, and present a solution to your customer and close that deal. I'm going to pause really quickly if you had any questions on what partner technical services are about and how you can use it. All right. There are new technical communities that were announced recently. So there is as I talked to you about around the solution areas, there's modern workplace, biz apps, applications and infrastructure and data and AI. Our Chief Technology Officer for US One Commercial Partners, Scott Emmy, wrote a blog post announcing these and how the product-based communities that were there before are kind of aligning under these solution areas. If you haven't read the blog post already, please do take a look. And how this affects you is it changes the way you engage with the technical communities. So now all the groups are renamed, that's one thing, but they're also regrouped. So there's no longer an Office 365 partner group on Yammer, but more a modern workplace partner group on Yammer. So you can engage with all the technical experts who are still available for you, but in a Yammer group that's named differently, and also the community call schedule has changed. As you can see, we've tried to keep everything to Fridays and Tuesdays. There are not enough Fridays in a month to kind of cover everything. So for modern workplace, business applications, apps and infrastructure, data and AI, and then there's open source solutions. Most of these community calls happen every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and a few of them that we didn't have enough Fridays for have been moved to Tuesday. So, Modern Workplace Windows and Devices is the fourth Tuesday of every month. Modern Workplace Security is on the third Tuesday of every month, whereas BizApps is on the second Tuesday of every month. Try to keep the timing as consistent as possible. You can go register for these monthly calls to kind of stay updated on what the technical communities are up to. Really quickly, I'll be refreshing everyone's browsers just to make sure that there aren't um, any issues. And in terms of training, if you haven't heard already, all of the training options are now through one gateway, which is the learning portal. So you can find Microsoft certifications, you can find online and in-person courses and register for exams and explore free online training on the learning portal, which is the one kind of front door for all partners and their training needs. For upcoming calls and or events in the US, you can go to the hot sheet. So the hot sheet is the calendar for all in-person and online events for the next 2 months so that you can plan your time accordingly. And for upcoming MPN 101 calls, you can go to the link that's shown there. There's also a short 7-minute MPN overview video and a detailed MPN overview video that you can listen to and watch at your own convenience. One of them is 7 minutes long. The detailed one is 45 minutes long. If you're a new partner, I would highly recommend it. I hold these calls once every 2 months as well live. So if you do have any questions, you can join the new partner orientation call. The next one will be in January. Now, we talked about the technical pre-sales and deployment services part of this whole support offerings that we have to offer for our partners. What you may or may not know about is the partner support community forums, which pretty much has every question you would ever have answered because of how old the partner program is and how many partners are participating. Chances are, if you have a question, someone else has already asked it and it has been answered. There's also phone-based support that's available to you. And Signature Cloud support is that unlimited support that you can use if you have a cloud competency. Then there's live chat support, which is relatively new. So if you don't want to pick up the phone, you can get that support there as well. Michael, your question about can we transfer earned competencies from partner university from one partner to another? I have 14 competencies that I want to move from old company to new. I don't know if you're talking about competencies or exam certifications. So usually certifications, if you've passed exams, that is associated with you as an individual. So you get a Microsoft Certified Professional ID, an MCP ID, that you can associate to an organization. And if you're moving companies, you reassociate to the new organization. If you have competencies and you want to kind of change that over, you might want to call support because that is a more heavy process. But the support team has seen that scenario before and they'll be able to help you as it is a little more subjective. Now, I wanted to take a quick minute. If all these support options are not enough for you and you have additional needs, there are paid partner support offerings that are available to you as well. Now, advanced support for partners and premier support are the two support options, paid support options that are available to you, both of which have, faster response rate and more intensive dedicated support teams for those paid support options. The advanced support for partners option, that was designed for mid-market and growing cloud partners who are building practices in the cloud services. And it provides you a new level of support, and it sits between kind of like the benefits of the Microsoft Partner Network and Premier support at an affordable monthly price point. You can go to the support page to figure out exactly how much it would cost you if you were interested in a paid support offering. And last but not the least, with the US community, you can connect with us by subscribing to the newsletter. You're already participating in the one-on-one calls. Make sure you engage with us on Yammer, Twitter, and Facebook. And if there's one thing that you're taking away from this call, in addition to understanding what partner technical services are and how you can figure out how to use them and figure out your technical journey, this is the one slide, the Stay Informed slide, that has all resources for you to engage with us as a US partner. Whether you want to be part of the community or the different technical communities, or you want training and enablement help, or you want to register for Inspire, if you want to read and subscribe to our blog, everything is in one place, so you don't have to go hunting for links. Stay informed as a US partner with the Stay Informed slide. That is the end of the content and the call that we have. I'll open it up for any questions that might be there. And I'll still stick around. If there aren't any questions, then have a wonderful rest of the week, folks. I know week after Thanksgiving isn't quite the happiest, but holidays are right around the corner. So I'm hoping you have a wonderful holiday season this December. Thanks again.